Yep. Hey, good morning, Lebanon. My name's Mark. Absolutely. We step out with one
It's going to be something everyone wants to do like that. And then at 6 p.m., that's the early.
Yeah. I've actually never seen them, but I've seen like clips and things on TV and the internet. So I think this is going to be a really fun time for everybody.
No doubt. I've been to the Branson show, so and it's fantastic. They're very, very talented.
Yep. And again, free concert. So everyone bring your families out to Boswell Park on June 1st and enjoy the show. All right. So we'll go ahead and introduce our first guest for the day. Oh, I did I forget about the coffee that was sitting in front of me?
I don't. You got focused on.
focused
You got
on
focused on the
the
things.
event. Yes.
The things that were happening.
So before I introduce my guest, coffee from Covell today, and she gave us a chocolate muffin as well. It looks delicious. We're gonna probably like arm wrestle or something over who gets it.
Okay. I'm afraid I'll lose.
I'm a lefty. So.
Yeah, me too. Oh no.
Oh, no.
The battle royale is on.
Yes. What do you have up there?
This is an Americano and it's delicious.
Yes.
Because I am lazy and I love just black coffee. So it's like a comfort food for me. Like it could be, everything could be completely falling apart, and if you put a cup of black coffee in my hand, I'm like, it's all gonna be okay.
Yes.
Like it's like, yeah, we're gonna be okay now.
The pink sleeve really does it.
I know, right? It's matches my eyes.
Yes, of course. And I have the vanilla iced coffee as I normally do because I'm the vanilla iced coffee girl.
There you go.
Okay, so now we will move on to our guests. First, we have Richard Shockley with the City of Lebanon. Richard, you want to come on up here? We're going to chat just a little bit about what is going on in Lebanon. And you're going to have all of the answers, right?
Try.
How are you doing today, Richard?
I'm doing good.
Good. So welcome. For those watching, what is it that you do with the city?
I'm the public works director. We do water, sewer, electric, streets, stormwater. Take care of all the fleet in Lebanon. So
Right on.
all those
All
things
the
that people
really
don't.
important things that you don't
people,
think about.
Yeah, the things don't. As long as it's working, no one thinks about it.
Exactly.
But the second it's not working,
Yeah,
then-
we get a call.
Yeah, of course. So you've got some projects you're working on.
Sure. So, for those that participate in the citizen survey, council and staff take the results from the citizen survey and the business survey, and we plug in goals that the council adopts. And some of the highest priority goals from our citizen surveys are traffic management and walkability of the city.
Right.
So and stormwater. So that's a lot of the capital that we'll be doing this summer is take care of traffic. Right now we're finishing up a project just north of Ashley Park on Goldenwood, and that's going to change the entire landscape out there.
Absolutely.
And then building a new road there, making the intersection there at 5 and Goldenwood much safer, and also adding some sidewalks there. We're finishing up the engineering on the road out there on Granite and Morgan, basically right there in between the intersection of I-44 at 127 exit to the roundabout.
Okay.
All that turning movement there is becoming very problematic.
Okay.
Especially during peak times.
Sure.
And so that we'll be widening that road, putting islands in there, designated turn lanes, and so that's an exciting project we'll be beginning this summer.
Well, because with the junior high being there now, with the middle school being there now, there's a lot more traffic in that area, and with the businesses and the factory and all of those things, depending on the time of day.
Yeah,
that's a high traffic area.
Yeah, sure, and there's still a lot of undeveloped land there. So Taco Bell has opened up. Big Whiskey's will be opening up later this fall.
Yep.
And so a lot more traffic in that area. We're trying to manage that.
Right on.
As far as another project, we're finishing up the engineering on improvements to 4th and Jefferson. The signal light there, if anybody takes that, we opened up 4th Street a few years back, removed some stop signs, made a kind of a western loop, along with the improvements we done up there at Van Buren and Springfield Road and Commercial, aligning all that, trying to make a little bit of a west loop for people to travel, to try to minimize the locals on Jefferson, which gets very hectic, especially during right before holiday weekends, like we are today. So that improvement at 4th and Jefferson will widen that out, make a bigger radius, do some improvements to the signal lights there. We're working with MoDOT on that, and so that's a pretty exciting project. On my end, by the time we start doing work, it's 2/3 done.
Right.
That gives people an idea how much planning.
Right. The engineering is the actual work is the top of the iceberg.
That's
and
right.
Everything you did up to that is the bottom of the iceberg.
That's
Right.
correct.
Yeah. Well, and I think that'd be great because that also takes some of the pressure off of Washington.
Yep.
Which gets very hectic during certain times of the day too. So having that other way to go around, I think it'd be great.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. We have around 10,000 cars a day on Washington.
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
pretty
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
Then we got some sidewalks. We're going to do some sidewalks over on East Bland.
Okay.
This would be connecting some multifamily to existing sidewalk to try to get multifamily facilities to be able to connect with Walmart and shopping areas, that kind of thing. We received a grant of working through that on sidewalks on Beck Lane and Ivy Lane, and basically this would connect kind of the first phase of connecting Elm Street up there at Ivy and Elm, and start bringing stuff towards Commercial Street to tap that into the downtown business district.
Right on.
So we'll start working on that. We've submitted a grant for sidewalks to connect Elm and Ivy over to the new Nelson Park, having a safe method of going across the I-44.
Right.
And so that looks promising. Last week it got voted as the #1 project in the Morgan, Miller, Camden, and Laclede County.
Right
So it'll go up now to the Central District, and we should get the answer on that in late June. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
As far we got about just shy of 3 miles of roads that we have got planned for new asphalt overlays, improving the road surface. That'll be happening this summer, late summer, early fall. So we'll work through that. We're finishing up the engineering, all the environmental clearances, and all the fun stuff,
Right.
with a couple of grants that we had received on some stormwater projects that were addressing roads that get flooded during intense storms. That would be West Bland, basically the road crossing or the stormwater crossing on Bland that goes from Elm up to kind of where the Tracker Marine's at. Anybody that's lived around Lebanon very long knows that gets.
Yeah.
So we're getting all that done, and we'll start making those improvements late fall probably. And then on Montrose, just on the east end of Montrose, that water gets up over that road during an intense storm. We received the grant to improve that road and also put in a stormwater conveyance and that stuff. So those two projects are just a little over $2 million, and we've got an 80-20 grant on that. So that's pretty good.
That's fantastic.
Pretty good leveraging. Yeah. Otherwise, those projects probably would take years to accumulate the kind of funding to be able to do that. So
yeah, no doubt.
Pretty good. Anything else?
That's fantastic. I mean, again, those are things that you don't really think about, but have so much impact on everyone. If you're traveling in the city, no matter if you're on foot or if you're in your car or on your bike or whatever. And I think we see more foot traffic and more bike traffic now too. And those are the kinds of things that you drive down the street and you don't really think about what it takes to maintain. But 10,000 cars on Washington Street, that requires upkeep because that's a lot of work on there. And I'll also say that project at Goldenwood and 5, as somebody that used to drive Goldenwood a lot and turn there, and then I live out 5 and go past that intersection all the time, that'll make a huge difference there.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so. Another thing I would like to mention is MoDOT has released the contract for the replacement of the Goodwin-Hollow Bridge on Highway 64, just west of town.
Yes.
That work will begin right after this weekend. The contractor is able to start work. We've done some improvements on our intersection there at 64 and Rolling Hills Road. We've put street lighting up at Rolling Hills Road and Gateway to try to make that as safe as possible, because we know that people are going to get down there, and they're always say,
Right.
"Oh, I need a detour."
Right.
And so we partnered with the Lebanon Special Road District, and we striped Gateway all the way out to Highway AAA,
Yeah.
and trying to make that as safe as possible for people that are trying to access Bennett Springs.
Because that bridge that will be closed while they're doing the work. Correct?
That's correct. Yeah. I got to attend a pre-construction meeting next week, and I'll have a little bit more details of what the plans are for the contractor as far as timelines of closures and that kind of thing. But he has all the way up until I believe like November to get that project done. So it's going to impact us all summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and then the workarounds. I think I saw part of the detour. So part of that is AA to Gateway and around, and then the other part is going south to 32 and then coming in. Actually, it might be great for downtown because it's going to put that traffic that goes that direction right at the end of Commercial Street. So several of those cars are going to be driving right down Commercial to Jefferson, I think.
Well, I'm hearing there's no lack of projects with the city and
we got a lot going on.
Yeah,
we do.
For sure.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
I keep saying that it's an exciting time to be a part of everything going on here in Lebanon and in the area. So, well, Richard, thank you so much for coming and giving us
thanks
an
for
update.
all you do.
You bet.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we appreciate it. As we move on to our next guest, really quick, I want to just say congratulations to the Leadership Lebanon class of 2023-2024. I attended the graduation last night.
Oh, awesome.
So this group of young leaders has completed the course, and I think they had a great time based on the pictures that I saw. So congratulations to you guys, and a little quick announcement. The chamber is going to help with that next year.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to partner up with Brian at Lebanon Ready and start working on this together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be fantastic. I have not had the opportunity to do that yet, and I want to. Schedule-wise, just hasn't worked out for me yet. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that.
You were just waiting for me to start.
I was. Yes, that was the last piece of the puzzle.
So when you're ready to join, I know somebody.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
All right. Well, now we have Erica Semsch with the library. Erica, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Good morning,
of course.
Erica.
You guys had a really big ribbon cutting yesterday. I say you guys, I was there too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was really exciting.
Yeah, we had quite a turnout, so it was really cool to see the community come together for that.
Yeah. And so that was the children's room,
Mhm.
and you guys did a lot of upgrades there. What all was part of that?
Well, we had a wonderful anonymous donation made through the Lebanon Area Foundation it was towards the beginning of the year. And so we got a little over $41,000 to spend, and we were thinking, what do we need?
Mhm.
And the carpet was in desperate need of replacing. So the carpet was number one on our list, and we did get that replaced in time for our grand opening yesterday. So if you want to go in and look at those changes, you can do that anytime. We got a new shelving unit ordered. It hasn't made its way in yet, but on the 31st, we'll go pick that up and have that installed as soon as possible. So we'll shift all the books over, and there will be more room. It's kind of hard to pull the books out right now just because we're outgrowing our space a little bit. So that'll be nice to have.
Mhm.
We got all new toys. If you are familiar with the library pre-COVID, we had a room full of toys back there with a little playhouse. And so the community was able to kind of just exist in there, for an extended period of time. So this has been needed. We just haven't had the time or the money until now, thanks to this wonderful donation. So we're very thankful for that. It was so cool to see all the kiddos playing back there. Very heartwarming to see.
Yep, they were having a good time.
Yeah. So we got that, and some refresh in our paint. The murals are fine, so don't freak out about the murals. They were untouched. So that's good. All the kids were happy to see the mural. So we just have a few things, left to get some computers, and then we'll have our money spent. And so
Awesome.
There you go.
And this is just in time for the summer reading program.
yes, we are all geared up for summer reading. So happy first day of summer vacation, Lebanon students.
Right.
You can head to the library first thing in the morning on Tuesday, May 28th. And we will have all the signups ready to go. So it's really important for kids. They've been working all school year long on their reading and their math skills. And so when they have that final test at the end of the year, their scores are really high. And we want to keep those skills up. We don't want, it's called a summer slide.
Summer slide.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to help prevent that. And the library is a good place to try to keep that from happening. So you keep your reading skills up and your brain going. So when those kiddos go back to school in the fall, they can have high test scores. So the summer reading program, the reading portion of it is very helpful for that. We have a children's, a teens, and an adult summer reading program. So you guys are welcome to sign up. You only
Maybe I need to come sign
Talking
up.
to you, Brian.
yeah.
I sure don't read like I used to.
Oh yeah. Well, and audiobooks count, reading for work counts. If you have kiddos yourself, then that reading counts to get the grand prize. For an adult, it's 50 hours of reading, but it's all throughout the summer.
Wow.
So, if you I know it's a hassle, kind of like homework, to keep track of your reading, your everyday reading, but it's kind of fun too, like a little goal that you have, and see how it goes throughout the summer. But the kids, if you want to sign up through the Read Squared app, we have a link for that on our website and on our Facebook page. But the kids really like the sticker sheet, and I brought some examples. When you sign up, you get this whole packet, and there's a log sheet. Every sticker is worth, if you're a picture book reader, 1 book, or if you're a chapter book reader, it's 24 minutes, I think. Okay. So it's kind of, you have to gauge what your reading level is and what your child's reading level is. So there's that. And the kids love the stickers. It's like their favorite part. So some kids will sign up online and then ask for the stickers because they're so cool. So I do want to point out, Cornerstone last year partnered with us, kind of like a Pizza Hut book it situation. Every child who completed the summer reading program got a free little pizza with a cookie and a drink from Cornerstone. Awesome. So that was really cool to see that. We love Vanessa over at Cornerstone, and she was happy to do that for us again this year. So that's how the children's summer reading program goes, and every kid who completes the program will get a grand prize. So that's very special. That's awesome. It depends on how many kids complete the program, because we have limited funds thanks to the Community Cares grant, as well as the Friends of the Library. They donate $9,000 for programming to the library every single year. That's what their book sales are for. And so we're very, very thankful for them. We could not do this without them. So, but our funds are limited. And so depending on how many kids complete the program, that'll determine how cool the prize is, unfortunately. But every kid will get a t-shirt for sure with the library on it. So, and then teens, they have to complete 36 hours of reading. And like I said, adults complete 50 hours of reading. And then there's some cool prize drawings for that. But apart from the reading portion of the summer reading program, we have an entire calendar of events. And so that's something we could look forward to this summer as well.
Yeah, I always go to the library calendar whenever I'm looking for talking points with the radio, or if I'm trying to put stuff in the newsletter, because you guys always have something going on. It's great. Yeah. How do you keep up?
Well, it's a group effort for sure. We have several people. In the past, I was kind of like the primary programmer, but Allie, historian, is doing a book club for adults. So this will be a first. It's very highly anticipated, because the community has kind of been asking for something like this for some time. It is registration only, and that's not just to keep track of like snacks and things like that. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, no doubt.
And if it goes well, then we'll keep it going after the summer. So Allie is going to pick up some local history things. She'll be talking about basic genealogy and the resources that the library provides to the community. We have 4 special events going on throughout the summer for that. And then a book club for the young kiddos. We have a volunteer, Monica Allen. She used to work at the library, and she's kind of taken on this. It's a missing aspect in the library. I focus a lot on the young kids through the regular school year, and in the summer, I do hit on the older kids, but she was like, we need like something for the big kids. And I was like, you're right. I don't have time. And so she took it on, and she's been really great. And so every month we've had a book club for the older kids. So
Right on.
those are different kinds of things that we haven't offered in the past.
Awesome.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So who comes up with all of the ideas for like the themes of like the movie nights and all of that? Is that you?
I do some, but then, if I'm kind of sitting around like, I'll ask, I don't have any ideas. I'll ask people for help and suggestions. And so everybody's always got good ideas.
Oh, yeah. I'm always amazed whenever I see it. I'm like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are doing awesome with the library.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. And such a valuable asset to the community and, all of the resources there, not just books. I think that's something that we need to always reinforce, that is not just the books. There's so many resources there at the library, and what a valuable asset it is to our community.
Yep.
My kids used to wear that kids' room out when they were little, and they loved all of that. And just creating lifelong readers. My mom was an avid reader, voracious reader, and she instilled that in me at a young age. And it's actually a little embarrassing now. Sorry, Mom, I don't read as much as I used to. But creating those lifelong readers is such a great idea.
Yeah, when you start, it's a habit as a young person. If you bring your kids in, then they're more likely to come in as adults and bring their kids in. And so it's a kind of a generational situation, but it's cool. It was cool yesterday to see the kids' room so full, and I'm looking forward to see how busy we get this summer. I bet you will be back up to normal numbers since before COVID. So that'll be exciting. But we have lots of adult programs too. We don't just have magician and artsy smartsy and story time. We have teen programs happening every Friday at 11, and they're registration only. We've had a huge influx of teens participating. Lots of libraries think it's kind of hard to get teens in, but I find that it's kind of easy. And I don't know if I just have a really great teen group or what, but registration is always full. And so I would get on that. If you're interested, go ahead and get registered. Not all of the events are posted yet. I'm kind of spacing them out throughout the summer. So keep an eye on our Facebook page and our website. But we've been partnering with Missouri Humanities. They are fantastic for public libraries. They offer free programming. And so we have several, at least 4, maybe 5 programs through Humanities that are happening. We had one last night, the Missouri Prairie Foundation. She's the director there. She came and talked about the benefits of keeping a prairie going, and how connected that is with our entire world and ecosystem. And so you can kind of find local history things. Brooks Blevins, he's a historian from Missouri State. He's going to be here on June 4th, and he is a phenomenal speaker. Phenomenal. If you haven't heard Brooks speak or read any of his books, I would come June 4th. There's no registration. It's totally free. And he's going to talk about the history of tourism in the Ozarks and touch on magnetic waters and things like that. So he's a really great resource, and he's going to be here. So anyway, just hit up our calendar. If you have any questions, you can always just call or message the Facebook page, and we'll try to get those answered.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you for being here, Erin.
Yeah, thank you so much.
On
That's
everything.
exciting stuff.
I kind of want to do the kids reading program so I can get stickers.
Okay.
Right.
You're
I'm kind of silly about stickers myself. And I'm real good with picture books. I'm sure I could get that done. I don't know about the 50 hours of grown-up books, but
you can time yourself reading picture books too, all summer long, as long as it's 50 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll come home with a pickup truckload of picture books and be like, I'm going to get my 50 hours.
That's okay. That's okay. But that's funny that you mentioned that. You're not the only adult who wants stickers. And I have seen other public libraries moving towards that, or like coloring. So the adults can kind of have fun with it too.
Yeah.
Adults can have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We don't have to do big people stuff all the time.
No,
So
it might be a nice break.
That's right.
From
Yes.
being an adult. So
yeah. Well, I'll get right on that.
yeah, that's your next project.
There you go.
There,
It's when you get some spare time. I gotta get to work on that.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Erica. We really
thank
appreciate you being here with us and updating us on everything. I think that's all we've got for today. So we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Boat Town Brewing, for letting us be here again today. Titan Media Works, Covell, and Jacket Nation Sports, which we didn't have today, unfortunately, but we will try to get him again next week. So we will see you all again then. Have a great day.
All right. Have a good day.